Here's the thing. I'm reflecting on the work that I'm doing in terms of the death of the Pacific, which has been documented by a person called Dana Durnford in his voyage, Our Spirit on the Water, as I call him. He's been on the Pacific coast in British Columbia, documenting the tidal pools, which are non-existent in terms of life. Life has disappeared from the tidal pools in the BC, on the BC coast. He's documented it. Check out the nuclear proctologist. I think I'll call this Here's the Thing. Here's the thing. What I'm trying to contribute to this complexity, and I don't want to saturate this thing because people are clamoring for attention. They want their word to come out, their attention, what it is that they have to tell you. What is it that you can tell me that will actually be of consequence to me? And I say there is virtually nothing. There is virtually nothing out there that grabs my attention. Most of the things that I come across are totally irrelevant. I do have a bit of a filter. I kind of zero in on people that I feel have something to say, have something to contribute. And what I focus on, and here's the thing, is that each one of us has an obligation. And the primary obligation that each one of us has is to live up to the gift that we've been given. We live on this planet. We've been given, we were born. We have life. We have this extraordinary experience called life. Yes, of course, life is everywhere. Life is everywhere. Take it, well, look at Venus or Mars or whatever. Life is everywhere. No, it's not. It's a gift. It's precious. And what does it mean to each individual person? What does it mean to me to have this life? What am I going to do with this gift? What am I going to do with this gift? And here's the thing. That I'm either complicit with what is happening now. I am convinced what is happening now is a monumental, epic event unfolding. It's called Fukushima. This event is the most monumental event because it potentially is the beginning of the destruction of this gift that I call life. It is a gift. Am I going to be complicit, or am I going to cycle? Like this cyclist, this crazy nutbag, cycling, I mean, it's absurd almost. This cyclist is almost absurd, and I've adjusted the cyclist to carry a parasol, an umbrella, cycling with an umbrella in my Pacific paintings. But what I wanted to say is, will I be complicit with the destruction, or will I resist because I understand the fundamental principle of my being here is a gift. It's a gift. It's something that was given to me. And it's not from my parents. It's a much larger spectrum than our parents. And what I want to emphasize, and here's the thing, is that I feel I have a choice. I have a choice. And the choice is to open myself to that what I can contribute to making a difference, to making it work, to making it work. How do I make it work? How do I actually make things work? And the best way that I've come to understand is, number one, to defend the vulnerable. To defend the vulnerable. If I have strength in my body, in my mind, wherever that strength is, I need to apply this to the defense of the vulnerable. Number one, I don't know why, it makes sense to me. It's just like the 101 of existence. It's like if we allow someone that cannot defend themselves to be subjugated to the whims of the bullies, the military bullies the military bullies, the nuclear criminal syndicate, the corporations, the rich, the famous, the wealthy, no. This is a grassroots thing. Why do you think there are 7 billion people on this planet right now? Because there is a surge. There is a surge among humanity to make it work. That's what it's about. We got to try and make this work. And the destruction is, for me, it represents the failure of each individual. Not some corporate reptile, hyena, government official, dark ops, DARPA, HARPA, STARPA, whatever you want to call it. It's each individual has this responsibility to take a stand for the gift that each one of us was given. And you know, in my small way, I come out. You know, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm attempting to create a platform for my work, because my work is all about this. I've realized that it's the cyclist. You know, I'm in front of my cyclist. This represents my commitment, my struggle to pedal on. I'm pedaling on with this feeling. And by the way, these are not sunglasses. They're pinhole glasses. If you see, actually I can read the smallest of print. My eyes are kind of not as acute as they used to be. So anyway, just a sideline. I think here's the thing, that it's up to each one of us to change ourselves, to begin to make a difference, so that we do not continue the cycle of violence that started, the cycle of destruction and violence that started with the divine right of kings, where somebody who wants to take advantage of our vulnerability decides they are the omnipotent being on earth and start to derail our attention away from our calling. That whoever that Akhenaten guy was had a calling to undermine and use his subterfuge to derail. Each single person has a calling. Each person, 7 billion callings, and they're not being fulfilled. And this is the tragedy of Fukushima and all the other difficulties that we face, is that each person has abdicated their responsibility to act their conscience. What I say is act their conscience and fulfill the calling that is a gift. It's a gift. Life is a gift. And I'm not going to disappear from my channel. And I support Kevin Annett. I support Kevin. I got cut off. I support Kevin Annett and Dana Durnford in their effort to protect life. Kevin Annett, the children that are abused and murdered, and Dana Durnford, life in general. The entire spectrum of our existence is being destroyed in the Pacific, and I got cut off. So anyway, that was my message, that was my thought, that was my feeling. I'm not going to disappear. And the people that are trying to undermine this groundswell within humanity, 7 billion people, more than ever on the planet, more than ever, and do not listen to the Georgia Guidestone 500 million crap that is being promoted, that this planet can't support more than 500 million people. The reason they have put this out is to undermine the strength, the power, the life. To reduce life is the problem. We need to actually endorse, protect the vulnerable, protect that which is a gift to all of us. We cannot submit to this, people. We cannot submit to this. And I was talking to somebody that came to the studio yesterday, and they are saying, oh, the Georgia Guidestones, and how can you disagree? Well, I said, you know how I disagree? To actually put a limit on life on the planet. How insane is that? Put a limit. Who are you to designate what's right and what's wrong? This is a mystery. We're caught in a mystery. We are tied into a mystery, not caught. We're tied into a mystery. So anyway, support the people that support life. And this is the thing. I'm going to call this is the thing. Support life. Yeah.